All right, we're about to lock in for 60 days, so let's get into it. Okay, so I'm doing a 60-day lock-in challenge. And as you can see on my whiteboard here, I'm gonna go over everything that I'm doing for it. So, first of all, we are starting on today, August 4th, and we are ending on October 2nd. So, the things that I'm going to be doing during this: 8,000 steps a day, non-negotiable. Have to do 8,000 steps a day. I did 8,000 instead of 10,000 because I'm going to do cardio like 4 or 5 times a week at the gym anyway. So I just didn't really feel like I needed the full 10,000 steps. Plus, I'm going to get more than 8,000 most days anyway. So we're going to do that. I'm going to do 2 runs a week. So typically that's going to look like 1 sprinting workout and 1 long distance run. But it's going to change throughout the weeks. So maybe 1 week I do 2 of one type or the other. Maybe 1 week I do like more of a light run where I only do like a short 2 miles or something. I don't know. But it's going to change week to week. 2 knee strengthening days a week. So what that looks like for me is it's going to start out with just tibialis raises and some form of backwards walking where they might be banded. If I could find a way to do a sled pull, I'd love to do that, but I don't think I'm going to be able to, so is what it is. The next one is a Huberman pod. If you don't know Andrew Huberman, he's got a great podcast it's just so informative, and I listen to it a good amount, but a lot of times I'll like listen to it where I'll watch like 10 episodes in like a week, and like I won't listen to it for like a month or two. So like I just want to watch at least 1 a week to learn about certain things, just inform myself more and learn some stuff. So that is that, and those are all the things that are going to be like weekly. The bottom 3 are things that are just like more. Actually, the next one is diet, which that also is going to be like another daily thing. Like I got to stick with my diet. I'm going to do a cut, so I'm going to do under 3,100 calories a day, and then like once I stop losing weight, I'm going to decrease it again and keep going. The last 2 are things that aren't going to happen on a weekly basis. It's more just going to be like whenever it happens. So the last 2 are 6 rest days, and those are like full rest days, like no running, no lifting, no nothing. 6 complete rest days. I don't know if I'm going to use all of them, but we will see. I did that just to give myself some sort of leeway because I did 75 hard in the past, and I just felt like it almost like I felt like I was closer to overtraining. So I was like, I want to not do that. And if you notice, I don't have anything with lifting on here. That's just because I already lift like 5-6 days a week anyway, so I didn't really see a point in putting it on there. The runs are something where I could see myself maybe only doing 1 a week and then like getting down to 1 a week, and like then I'd be annoyed at myself. So I want to hold myself accountable with the runs. For the lifting, I don't have to hold myself accountable. I love it. I'm going to be there anyway. And the last one is I can drink 4 times maximum. So that doesn't mean I'm going to drink 4 times. We'll see what ends up happening. But I chose 4 because I already knew I had a wedding and a surprise birthday party that were going to be in this span anyway. So I already knew that was 2 days where I was likely going to be drinking. So I figured I'd just give myself 2 other days and allow myself to have, it's just like adding some sort of balance where like I'm limiting my drinking 100%, but it's not like so restricting that like it's not going to happen at all. Because I do remember doing 75 hard, like I missed out on certain events that I wish I had been able to like drink and celebrate with people, but that's in the past. So this is going to be my 6-day lock-in challenge. I honestly am just doing this because I thought it would be kind of fun. I haven't done anything like this in almost like a year and a half, 2 years now. So I figured it'd be something fun to do where I could just kind of lock in. Be a cool video too, because this will be the first time in a while I get to like really lock in on a cut, see how much progress I can make. I started at 206 pounds. That's what it was this morning. So we'll see how much weight I end up losing because I am cutting. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So I'm going to catch you guys every Sunday, do a little weekly recap. And if there's anything I feel I need to talk about other than that, I will tell you guys, and we'll see if this ends up being 1 or 2 videos. But with that said, I will catch you this Sunday. Catch you there. Okay, so week 1 is officially over. As you can see, I got all my walks in. I got my 2 runs in, the knee strengthening. The knee strengthening was a little weak this week because I ended up breaking one of the bands that I use for that. So kind of makeshifting it for the rest of this because I literally don't have what I used to. I might try and makeshift a sled to use at home. I don't really know yet. So I'm still gonna keep doing what I can, but that one just got a little harder. The Huberman pod, I'll pop up a picture now of which pod I listen to. Really fascinating. Really happy I listened to it. Diet I hit every day. Once I like mentally get into cutting, it's easy. I will say the one exception for the diet is on the 4 days I drink. This was one of them I did use this week. Those days I'm just not counting the alcohol, and I'm gonna cut my food intake down like 800 calories probably around there, and just try and be under that. So the 800 calories will somewhat compensate for the alcohol, and then like I'm compensating on the days around it as well to try and make up for it in a sense, which that does fully work. So with that said, I'm going to erase everything for the week except for the drink, obviously, because the drinking and the rest days obviously are throughout the entire thing rather than just per week. So this is what we look like right now, but I am actually recording this on the first day of week 2, Monday, and like low-key, not late in the day, but it's like almost 5 o'clock. So I have already hit my steps, so off to a good start for week 2. So yeah, I will catch you guys at the end of week 2. Catch you there. Okay, so week 2 is officially in the books. Got everything done. So the 2 things I do want to talk about from this week is I did end up using my first rest day, which I counted it as a rest day just because I made it through the week and another rest day. But it was the day, which I don't know if this video has come out to you guys yet, but I recorded myself doing or trying to do a muscle up for the first time. So I was out there for like 20 minutes, ended up doing, I think this 1 or 2 sets of dips. I can't remember. It's Monday, and I'm recording this in the next month, so it's been a week. But I was out there for a little bit, and then I ended up doing a little bit forward when I came home. But I realized, I was like, either way, I'm at day 14, and I haven't used a rest day yet. So I was like, I'll just count that one as a rest day. But, so that I did for the first time. I don't remember if I said it last week, but I did start training more specifically to do the Impossible Mile, which I tried during week 1, failed. So those 2 runs, because it's like built in by runs, kind of. So those 2 runs happened for the first time this week. The sprinting one was really hard. I keep it alive because I had to do like squats, burpees, and not squats, lunges, burpees, and bear crawls, and then sprints after it. And there's very minimal rest in between. The purpose of the first 2 weeks is like no rest, just keep going. And so those were really hard. But the long distance run just built in some lunges, and I was honestly really happy with my time for that because I ended up getting really a minute and a half slower than my 5K PR, but didn't run the first 2 miles as fast as I could, and did 25, I think it was, 40 lunges in the middle. So I was like, I was really happy with that. But yeah, so week 2, pretty easy. Yeah, so today's Monday of week 3, already off to a great start. I'm literally about to erase this and start filling in stuff for today. But that's pretty much it. So catch you guys at the end of week 3 for today. Okay, so week 3 is in the books now, is the Monday after, because for whatever reason, this is just the time I'm going to record every time. So got everything in this week. I did use a rest day yesterday on Sunday, because that was after I used one of my drinking days. So I am halfway done with the drinking, halfway done with the rest day, or not halfway done with the rest days, a third done with the rest days. The rest of this honestly has just been really easy. I will say this upcoming, the 4th week, so talking a little in advance, but this is going to be my last week where I'm not working. So in the second half of this is going to be at least when I start working. So we'll see how it goes then. But honestly, nothing too crazy this week. I'm trying to think if anything really happened. I did try doing muscle ups again. I was just as close as I was last time, but still not there. So my hope at this point, I'm like recalibrating my expectations. My hope is by the end of this, I'll be able to get a muscle up done. I'm probably about 7 pounds down since I started this the first 3 weeks. Maybe a little more, a little less, but that's just because some of the weigh-in days, sometimes we weigh a little higher, a little lower, but probably like 6-7 pounds, I'd say. And yeah, that is pretty much it. All right, I will catch you guys at the end of week 4, and that will likely be the end of this video, I think. I don't know. All right, catch you then. Okay, so it is the end of week 4. So everything is done. Oh, actually, as you can see, the steps and the diet aren't technically done, but that's because I'm recording this on the last day of week 4. Like, today is Sunday. Like, this video came out 3 hours from now. So I just need to get, I think it's like 500 more steps and not binge eat, basically, and I'm good. So this week, 2 runs went really well. Kept up with the Impossible Challenge runs with the sprinting. Probably the hardest workout I've done yet for that. Did a 5K on Saturday, which will be yesterday. And my goal was to get sub 25 minutes by the end of the summer. And on August 30th, I went from 25 minutes and 17 seconds to 24 flat. So my goal was just sub 25 minutes, and I ended up being a minute shy of that. So really happy with that. In terms of knee strengthening, I literally just finished that up. I went a little lighter this week just because my knee is bothering me like just a tad today. And today was when I did the second one, so didn't want to push it too hard. Probably going to use some stim later on my Achilles because that's bothering me. But overall, another easy week. It's Labor Day weekend. Didn't drink, didn't take rest days. Some family come for the weekend. But honestly, pretty chill, nothing crazy. So basically halfway done with this, 28 days in. So 2 days away from being actually halfway done. But off to a really good start. So I'm really happy with this. Got about 4 more weeks of this. Going to start work this week. But my work schedule is very sporadic, kind of, because I'm a substitute teacher. So I don't really ever know when I'm working. But I do know that I'm working this week. So that's pretty much it. I hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. And I'll catch you guys in like 30-something days for part 2 when we're fully done with this. Catch you there.